Okay, hi. I'll be presenting today like some of the new features for 2018, the multidisciplinary ones and the architectural ones. I have not been using 2018, so if I say something that it's not correct, take it as a quiz. Just correct me, right? Okay. So 2018 includes all the features from 2017.1 and 2017.2, and there are lots of platform enhancements, and at the architectural level, maybe the most interesting one is the stairs and railings. Autodesk has been taking a slightly approach on the tools, so they want to strengthen the tools, to modernize some of them, to create new tools and develop tools that enable us to work more collaboratively with different file types and other consultants which are not using Revit. So, platform tools. The first one is the coordination model. Now, so you remember you have the manage links window. Now you have a separate tool just to link what they call coordination models, which is basically the Navisworks formats, the NWCs and NWDs. It supports absolute and relative path types. It has some limitations on the visibility and graphics. So for instance, you can tweak its transparency, but you can't do much on, say, hiding all the walls or hiding all the floor slabs from within each Navisworks file. So maybe this tool is still a bit, it's new, but may need a bit of more tweaking to be fully useful. The other one, which I think it's great. So now you can schedule groups and links and add parameters to groups and links. So for instance, if you're working particularly in a, say, in a Resi scheme or something that, say, you're creating groups, one group for each apartment type, now you can just create a schedule with them. Or if you're using the links approach, there was in some MRUG sessions ago, there was a presentation on how could you use groups and links to manage large-scale models. So I'd say people doing that, this would be a very good feature. There are some enhancements on the global parameters. Allows the name constraints to be applied to distances and parameters. Define critical hole dimensions and flex label dimensions, and now you can label radius and diameter dimensions, which you could not previously. You can create new parameters for new categories such as model groups and Revit links. Say, for instance, if you're scheduling them or if you want to apply some filtering to the Revit links or model groups, you can do that. It's not particularly clear, at least to me, how can we use the parameters for schedules, but again, well, let's be creative on its use. Anyone using 2018 already, by the way? Okay. Yourself, okay. How are you using the parameters for schedules, say? Or, I was just curious. Okay. Okay. Not yet, not yet. Okay. Yeah. Now, geo-referencing. So this is a kind of a puzzling thing because they announced this as a new feature where you can acquire real-world coordinates from DWGs, but you could already do this. So I'm not entirely sure if they meant that now you can do it in a way that works, or no. So if you check previous versions of Revit, you could select the CAD link, and then you could see like the survey point moving in reference to the origin of the CAD link. So I need to play a bit more with this one to understand fully what do they mean by this. 3D shapes. It seems that they have improved the way how the different formats are now imported into Revit, so supports more seamless integration with projects and families, and you can host face-based elements of imported Rhino files or set geometry. I'm not going to steal the thunder for MEP, but the video says that, say for instance, you want to attach connectors to the imported elements. It's a very cool feature. And you can, one very good one is that you can now dimension the edges and surfaces. So you can tab select from the faces of the imported elements, where it was a bit of a nuisance trying to grab hold of those. You'd be like sketching lines so that you could attach the dimension line, which is not the best practice for BIM anyway. Documentation enhancements. Once again, the text tool gets a bit of an improvement. Now you can add symbols directly to the text. Symbols like as diameter, equal, or larger or equal, well, like the symbols. You can also call up the character map so that you can choose any special character that you might want to include to the text box, which is a good thing. And the text rendering of labels is now the same as the text nodes, so you might get more consistency between the different elements. Tagging. The tag all tool. Which one of you were not aware of the tag all tool in Revit? That you can tag all elements. Great. So there's a new version now where I say, for instance, on the image on the right, that's 2017 and previous, you could tag more than one category if you selected the row, whereas previously some people might say that it was not that intuitive. Like it would highlight as black, you needed to hit the control to select more than one. Now they converted this into checkboxes, so you can just check the box of the elements that you want to tag. Now for the architectural tools, which is just basically so the multi-story stairs. You can attach stairs to levels. Stairs automatically adjust, and they are grouped by level height, meaning that so you select the multi-story stair, and if you move one of the levels, because actually it needs to be of a different height, Revit automatically adjusts the grouping of the multi-story stair. Again, I'm not using this one in projects yet, but I had a play with the tool and it looks robust. It's still the stair tool, but it looks a bit better, so they're going on the right direction. Now, the stair by sketch, now some sad faces for the old school Revit people. The stair by sketch is no longer available, so you cannot start to model a stair by using the stair by sketch. However, if you create the stair by component, you can edit the stair, say select the landing or the stair and convert it into stair by sketch, and you can butcher the stair to your likings then. Enhanced railings, so you can add railings to an entire multi-story stair tower, even the ones where the levels may vary, as we've seen on the previous slide. So you just select the railings and place it on stairs and it will adjust. And you can also add railings hosted to topo surface elements, whereas you could not. You were able to add host railings, say, to the top of a wall, but in 2017 it was not possible to host it to topo surface, so now it's possible. Okay, so along with these, many more other new tools and enhancements to discover in the world that Revit is in itself.